Hello students, welcome to standard 10 subject mathematics, chapter number 8. Now in this lecture we are going to start. This is lecture number 1 of chapter number 8, Introduction to Trigonometry. The chapter number 8, the new chapter is introduced in our 10th standard. Before this, about this you might have not heard. So this is the new chapter for you, the Introduction to Trigonometry. Sometimes it is also read as trigonometry. So in short we say introduction to trigonometry. So this is lecture number 1. We will see what is trigonometry, and in that the detail we will see. So first the word is trigonometry or trigonometry. The word trigonometry is derived from the Greek words tri. It has the word tri. Tri means 3. Gon means sides, and metron means measure. Tri means 3, gon means sides or angles of a triangle, and metron means measure. So including all the 3 meanings of this, the trigonometry is the study of relationship between the measures of sides and angles of a triangle. What is trigonometry? It gives the relationship between the sides and angles of the triangle, the measures of the sides and the angles of the triangle. So this study of the relationship between the measures of sides and angles of a triangle is clubbed, and it is called the branch of maths as trigonometry. So again, trigonometry is the study of relationships between the measures of the sides and angles of a triangle. So to understand the relationship between the measures of sides and the angles, we will define trigonometric ratios. The new trigonometric ratios. What is this? The ratios of the sides of a right triangle. We'll discuss this in a right triangle. In that, the ratios of the sides of a right triangle with respect to its acute angles called trigonometric ratios of the angles. So to understand this definition, we will take some example, and we have taken it. Let's take a right triangle ABC like this. We have taken the right triangle ABC, in which it is right triangle, so one of the angle will be 90 degree. So let's take angle B is equal to 90 degree. And you know that if angle B is 90 degree, the remaining 2 angles will be the acute angles. So angle B is 90 degree, therefore angle A and angle C are acute angles. Now this trigonometric ratio is for acute angles, right? So if we consider angle A first, one of the acute angle A. For acute angle A, in figure you understand, for this angle A, acute angle A, this side opposite to angle A is called side opposite to angle A, BC. BC is the side opposite to angle A. For this angle A again, this side AB is called side adjacent to angle A. To angle A, adjacent side is AB. So this AB is called side adjacent to angle A. That we can understand from the figure, it is obvious. And always the opposite side of the angle, right angle, that is angle B, its opposite angle, opposite side, the opposite side of the right angle is called hypotenuse. That also we know. The side AC opposite to angle B, and angle B is 90 degree, that is right angle. So right opposite side of right angle is called hypotenuse. So this is always hypotenuse. So this figure, with respect to angle A, acute angle A, we have seen that what is opposite side of angle A, that is BC, adjacent side of angle A, that is AB, and hypo is AC. And for the acute angle C, if you consider the next acute angle C, so we have drawn that figure also. Again, triangle ABC, in that angle B is 90 degree, right triangle is drawn. Now we are considering angle C, acute angle C. For acute angle C. For acute angle C, its opposite side will be AB. So AB is called side opposite to angle C. And this BC side is called side adjacent to angle C. and AC is always hypotenuse because it is the side opposite to right angle in the triangle, in right triangle. So now understanding about the acute angles and corresponding to its opposite side, adjacent side, and what is hypotenuse, we will define the trigonometric ratios. The trigonometric ratios of the acute angle A. We will consider acute angle A, or C also you can consider, but we have considered angle A here, acute angle A. In right triangle ABC are defined as follows. These are the trigonometric ratios, and they are sine of angle A, or sine A in short we can write, equals to side opposite to angle A upon hypotenuse. This is also in short written as opposite side O in short and hypo H. O upon H also we will say in short. So sine of angle A means opposite of angle A. Opposite of angle A is BC, that is we have written, and hypotenuse is AC, that we have. Because we are talking about for acute angle A, so we are considering this figure, right? This figure we will consider because we are talking about acute angle A. So this is the figure reference we have to take off this figure. So opposite of this angle A is BC and hypo is AC, so that we have placed BC upon AC. Next, cosine of angle A is also in short written as cos A. First three letters of cosine, COS, cos. Now angle A is shortly A. Cos A equals to side adjacent to angle A upon hypotenuse. Now adjacent side is also denoted as simply as A for adjacent side and H for hypotenuse. So adjacent side of angle A is AB, that is up, and hypo is AC, that is down. This is the second trigonometric ratio, cos A. This is A upon H, that is adjacent upon hypo, that is AB upon AC for this reference figure. Third is tangent of angle A. Tangent of angle A is also in short written as tan A. First three letters of tangent tan, and if angle A is A, tan A equals to side opposite to angle A and side adjacent to angle A. Means opposite upon adjacent. Means O upon A. Opposite of angle A and adjacent to angle A. So opposite of angle A is BC upon adjacent to angle A is AB, that is here. Fourth is cotangent of angle A. Cotangent of angle A is shortly written as cot for three letters, cot A, and cotangent, because it is cotangent, it is inverse of tangent. So 1 upon tangent of angle A. 1 upon tangent of angle A, that means inverse or reciprocal of tangent A. Side adjacent to angle A will be up and side opposite to angle A will be down. It's reverse, it's inverse. So it is BC upon AB, in case of that AB upon BC. Secant of angle A next. Secant of angle A is also written as sec A. It is the inverse of cosine. Cosine is here. It is the inverse of cosine, that is 1 upon cosine of angle A. So we have to do the inverse of this. Means hypo will be up and down will be side adjacent to angle A. So it is H upon A in short. In short, here we can write H upon A, and it is AC upon A, the inverse. Here also for cotangent, side adjacent to angle A is adjacent means A short and opposite is O, means A upon O, that is AB upon BC. Next, secant also we have cosecant of angle A. Cosecant of angle A is shortly written as cosec. Cosec of A, cosec A. It is 1 upon sine of angle A. It is 1 upon sine of angle A, that means inverse of sine. In sine we have opposite upon hypo. So in this we will have hypo upon opposite. In short, hypo upon opposite. Right? So hypo upon opposite of angle A is hypo is AC and opposite of angle A is BC. AC upon BC. You can see inverse. Also we can observe here that tan A, that is tangent of angle A, equals to BC upon AB. BC upon AB can also be written as on both up and down AC is divided. So BC upon AC upon AB upon AC. On up also AC divided, on down also AC divided. Now see this BC upon AC shows sine. So up there for BC upon AC sine A, and down there AB upon AC shows cos A. So that is cos A. From this the formula becomes tan A equals to sine A upon cos A. Tan A equals to sine A upon cos A, we will remember. In short, you remember this. So that is, here I am writing again. Here tan A equals to sine A upon cos A. This we have to remember. And from where it comes, we have observed here, it becomes. And similarly, cot A, when you find cot A, it is equals to AB upon AC. And if you divide AB upon up and down both the sides AC, it will be AB upon AC and here BC upon AC. So it becomes up there cos and down there sine. So similarly you can write cot A equals to cos A upon sine. So these two formula also we have to remember. Like cot A equals to cos A upon sine and tan A equals to sine A upon cos A. So this way we have defined in this lecture the trigonometric ratios. Very carefully you write it, you understand it, very simple, but you understand it well because it is introduced first time in our course. In our 10th standard comes first time because in earlier classes we don't know about it and we have not defined it. So it is the starting of in the 10th standard, the trigonometry, the branch of mathematics in which we see the relationship between the measures of sides and angles of a triangle, and this way the trigonometric ratios we have, and in between also the relations we have understood that sine A is inverse of cosec A and cos A is inverse of sec A, tan A is inverse of cot A, and moreover tan A equals to sine A upon cos A and cot A equals to cos A upon sine A. This is all the formula related to right triangle, and in between also interrelationship between the trigo ratios, that also we have to understand and remember. So 2-3 times you write it and understand it very well and remember it. In next coming examples we have to use it, and if we remember this, it will be easy to find the ratios. Thank you.